All right. So something I've always kind of wanted to show people or comment on or just like experience with a Twitch stream. It's just some dumb Will.i.am shit. Just like, what is he talking? What's his fucking deal? Like literally just what is his fucking deal? He made Let's Get R Slurred.
First off, your logo has to be
okay.
Just as impactful in black and white. You have to start there.
So Wall Street Journal is asking Will.i.am about logo design. I don't worry. Don't worry, I will change the speed. Did I tell you about this? You thought it got removed? Did I react to this already? Did I react to this already? Did I do this already? You're aware of it. Okay. Did I do this? How are you aware of the fact that I wanted to do it in slow motion? There's no highlight. Okay, yeah, I've talked about this before. Okay. That's why it was that's why it was on my list. Check the comments. Okay, so I've definitely Oh, okay, that's literally just me saying that. Okay, that's why. 0.5 0.5 speed. So essentially he's talking a lot of bullshit.
If your logo is not powerful black and white, then there's a problem. If your logo isn't powerful, very, very small, then there's a problem.
All right. So we're gonna change this. We're gonna listen to this in the ideal format. I was just giving you a little sample of what it's like normal. This you'll see.
First off, your logo has to be just as impactful in black and white. You have to start there. If your logo is not powerful black and white, then there's a problem. If your logo isn't powerful, very, very small, then there's a problem.
Basically, he's a drunk. He's a drunk in 2 times speed in real life.
If your logo...
He's the Flash, but drunk.
Collapses when you blow it up really, really big, then there's a problem.
I think it's insane that people interview him like he's a genius. He's a very successful musician. You know?
If your logo can't transform itself to other things and you still know what that logo is, then there's a problem. So your logo should be able to have all those things in the new world where, you know, it's symbolic, has some type of meaning that represents.
It's crazy how they posted a video of him saying essentially nothing for fucking 2 minutes.
Your brands and companies. I don't even like to use the word brand. Your companies, if the logo doesn't represent the company's...
Did he get lightsabered? Like right here? Did he survive Darth Maul? Is he going to be in Insidious Chapter 4?
objective on a symbolic level, right? Because you have to think of...
They sat him down and they got 2 minutes of... Look at this frame. They sat him down to film this, and ostensibly only this. That's a long nail. And this is what he gave. They're like, how do you make a logo? He's like, I don't know.
What India is going to do to the world. We know what Silicon Valley did to the world.
Damn. Darth Maul almost got him. Look how close that came to his epidermis. His cranium.
We know what China does for the world. But what India's gonna do for the world is they're gonna create this symbolic language, because India's unique, because they speak English, but they have a different alphabet.
He predicted RRR.
So they're going to add a whole new type of visual connecting language to the planet.
This expression, it's so perfect for the 0.5 speed too.
Connecting language to the planet.
Like, he doesn't even know what he's saying before he says it. He's kind of reacting in real time as the rest of us are to what he's saying, which is great.
You know? And symbology and logos are going to play a big role on that.
Symbology? Is symbology a word? Is it not just symbolism? Symbology might be a word. This is a funny face, though. It is, okay.
Understanding something just by looking at a logo.
The study of symbols, okay. That makes sense. The swastika came from India? Yeah, well, that explains the reaction to my thoughts on RRR. More like KKK.
Or different symbols. A new language. A new type of font will
You can keep that in. I didn't say anything wrong.
emerge. An understanding of symbols.
The slowed down music at the end is pretty good. Okay, yeah. What the fuck did you say? Startup of the year. What does that mean? What does that mean, startup of the year? All right.
So to know the future, you got to really understand the past. And some people could say, like,
Well, what does music have to do with technology? You sing songs.
I sing electronic songs.
What? Hold on. Yeah, I sing songs.
Oh, well.
Mozart played the piano, but his songs sold pianos. I don't understand the complex between Republicans, Democrats, Congress. Like, that whole dance, to me, just turns me off.
Right.
Apple has more money than the American government has liquid. And you telling me kids ain't learning iOS in freaking third period? That don't make any sense. Gramophones. It first was gramophone. And that gramophone is now our Grammy Award.
Okay.
And we went from selling gramophones and music being played on gramophones to music being played on iPhones. And now we have iTunes.
He's so funny. He's so funny because he sounds like he's like trying to be philosophical without just. He's like an older Jaden Smith.
We're gonna say when I'm 60 years old, I'm gonna tell my little grandson, I remember when a window was just a window. We used to look out the window. You never know
Is
what
that Elon? Is he sitting next to Elon Musk?
Window's gonna be
Is he sitting next to Elon?
until you marry art and
Baby RPer Elon?
science for this era.
Owner of the worst website Elon?
So I watched
Wow.
this movie called Waiting for Superman. I'm like, wow, that's really sad. But what the sad thing is the title, not what's happening. It's the fact that they're waiting for Superman. That's terrorism. If we have a society where there is no education reform, because we'll be.
Admittedly, I have not seen this compilation. This was just in the list of like Will.i.am saying silly things to react to. So like I'm kind of reacting to this too.
It's terrifying what's going to happen 15 years from now when technology goes like this and the sentence is when artificial intelligence goes like this and group intelligence goes like that.
He's on a microphone. There's a lot of people listening.
That's terrifying.
I like the idea of just saying the sentence is and trying to figure it out while you're in the middle of like a talk in front of, I don't know, hundreds, thousands.
And it's a national security issue and
And it's a national security. It's so funny.
a human rights issue,
A human's right issue.
actually.
It's like he's talking to someone, but the other person just never says anything. Like he's looking somewhere like, please, can you say something? Like, this might... That was an insanely awkward... That entire last thing was just so insanely awkward. This was great.
That's terrorism. If we have a society where there is no education reform, because we'll be... It's terrifying what's going to happen 15 years from now when technology goes like this and the sentence is when artificial intelligence goes like this and group intelligence goes
For him to say the sentence is makes me think that he'd like pre-rehearsed, you know?
like that.
Like trying to figure out what the sentence is. Like you've rehearsed this sentence.
That's terrifying.
Is pre-rehearsed even a word? It would just be rehearsed, right? He's like me.
And it's a national security issue and a human rights issue, actually.
Oh, he is talking. Okay, wait. Sorry. He is talking to somebody. This is so awkward. This is so weird. All right. Talk about computers, Will.
Now, you're also a guy that's done some work for corporations. You're serving as director of creative innovation at Intel. What does that job?
That's an insane face. Holy shit. This is a crazy picture. Like you wouldn't use it in a flattering way. Like his entire eyeball is missing. What's going on here?
Intel. I mean, what is your day-to-day process? I mean, are you reporting to an office for Intel, or how does that work?
So I'm like an employee in a way.
You get dental.
Come again?
You get dental. You get medical benefits too. I mean, you get all that too.
No, I got that covered with my other day job.
Okay.
Funny.
But you know, it's really thinking on you know, what is the next form of computer? What does the next computer look like? And some people could think like, well, why do they have you up there? Well, they have, you know, anthropologists, they have a futurist, and they have a person that, you know, that has his hands in popular culture. See, anthropologist goes out and looks at human behavior, but doesn't really affect human behavior. So I go out and make songs that affect popular culture.
This is the weirdest outfit. This is so weird.
But I do it from an angle of anthropology studying and finding the commonalities between Japanese and Brazilians. And looking
Is that what's in your songs?
not at the obvious, like arigato and obrigado, you know, but
Mazel tov. Will.i.am.
what are the commonalities in frequency, rhythm, and melody that they can adopt? So to be able to do that is what I call pop anthropology.
Pop anthropology. Wall Street Journal loves him.
Where you're taking a
Anthropological?
Anthropomorphic animal. Anthropomorphic horse is what you meant to say.
anthropological angle only to affect popular culture. So an anthropologist isn't affecting popular culture.
So?
So I call that pop anthropology. So I go to Intel to talk about my perspective on what the next computer is going to be. Like,
This is the most insanely long-winded way to try and justify why you're working for Intel as a person that creates pop music. You're just like, well, they got like anthropologists. That's basically me, except I'm better because anthropologists don't affect culture. They just study it. I study it also. Totally.
you know, is a computer a home? Like, why does a computer have to be a desktop and a laptop? Why can't it be the whole entire building?
What the fuck? We're going against making computers smaller. We're going to make them your whole house. Surely, I don't know if he's trying to say, like, I don't know, Google Home or something, like, your computer can connect to other devices in your home. Like, it doesn't sound like that's what he's saying. If he is, then I don't know. If he communicates things this poorly, then why is he working for Intel?
Is it a bathroom?
Is a computer a bathroom?
You know? And the reason why I think those things, because I'm always in hotel rooms. And hotel rooms, you know, especially 5-star hotel rooms, they design and make them for comfort and make you feel like it's your home, even though you're there for a short period of time.
What year was this? 9 years ago. Okay, 2013. So this might have been like, when did Google Home and all that stuff start getting really popular? After this, right? So if that's what he's talking about, that he's not saying anything that crazy. He's just like he's just communicating it really poorly.
They design it like that for a reason. It's all the way from the sheets to the pillows to the blankets to the floor to the decor and the way the bathroom is all mapped.
So given the fact that Intel is not leading in smart home technology or even in the race at all, leads me to believe that he was not really talking about that. Because if he's working for Intel and he's like, what if your computer was a house, bro? And if they actually have him, like, you know, as a consultant, then surely they would have been the ones to standardize that, not Amazon and Google, right?
They want you to feel like you're at home. It's the reason why,
And Apple.
you know,
Why aren't you working for Apple?
You feel at home when you go to a hotel room, and that's designed on purpose.
Yeah, he was really 2000 and late on this one.
Right? It's not accidental. There's a science to that. So one thing that happens all the time when you go into hotels is that there's always a scale on the floor and a mirror. So when you think of a bathroom, it's pretty old school. The mirror is the most old school type of reflection in the world. Why can't it be a camera?
Will.i.am totally wants solar roadways, is what's happening. Like, what the fuck?
And why can't the camera be connected to a display system on the wall? Not a TV, but a display system. Why can't the wall be a display system? Why can't the floor weigh you when you walk into the restroom? So it's those types of things that you know, because I travel so much, that Intel.
Are you suggesting this for Intel? Let's have hotels that weigh the entire floor space? And that, like, I guess prompt you with your weight even when you're not trying to weigh yourself? You just hop in to use the toilet and it's like, by the way, you're like 250 pounds. I didn't want to know that.
That's priceless. A person that's out there traveling the world, traveling different countries and territories and walks of life and cultures, and finding the commonality, not just in people, but also building.
Funny man. I like funny man Will.i.am. All right, we have one more. Let's see what happens.
This is Intel. Intel, this is Will.
Everybody, I'm excited because, you know, I'm in the studio
Why can't a computer be a horse?
all the time making music, traveling the world, playing music on my computer, talking about music. And, you know, when I go and buy new equipment, I go and I look to see if that chip is in there. I waited in line for that new core. It's pretty awesome.
This is funny. Why is he working with Intel? It's the weirdest partnership.
Because you've never, you know, other than Mac, it's exciting to come up with new tools.
He does make Intel look worse by talking about Intel and his relationship with Intel. He makes Intel seem like they have no idea what the fuck they're doing, right?
Tools from the creator's perspective and have that connection one to many. That hasn't been done from, you know, the viewpoint of the artist. Because all, you know, when you're on a computer, that thing is all big and you never really get to hold the part that you're actually collaborating with.
Unless you build it yourself. I've held the chip many times. Yes, I will brag about me building PCs, even though it didn't work properly when I did it and I had to take it to a computer store.
I spend hours upon hours, you know, ideas.
I'll keep trying, though. On my 4th build, I'll finally figure out how to do it without any issues. They were all so stupid. It was like a different issue every time. And it was just, it's so nonsensical and just random. It was so stupid.
Talking with the computer, you know. You take this puppy out of the computer, it ain't just this little box. It ain't doing nothing.
A little box.
It's like it's my brain's friend.
My brain's friend. I love the way he communicates to the outside world. He is seemingly more misunderstood than I am.
It's hey, this guy, ever met him?
He just says really crazy shit. I love it.
And they're like, is it finished yet? No, man. Knew what the kids are gonna like, what they're gonna flip on. Like, are they gonna like this track? Are they gonna like this? You know, am I going too far with taking like text conversations like OMG? Should I make a song called OMG? I don't even remember. Imagine Shoemaker, like the car driver. When he drives around that track, you know he represents Mercedes. And that Mercedes is going super duper fast and he wins races. Mm-hmm. Well, I go around the track. It's called the internet. Right?
That's right.
But people don't know I'm driving this. I'm gonna be like, I'm rocking with it.
His pulse video? I have no idea. Send a link. That was bizarre. That was very strange. What is this pulse video we're talking about?
What's up, guys? Brian Tong here with Inane, and I am here with Will.i.am to showcase off his pulse. You don't call a smartwatch a connected device. What do you like to call it?
Well, it's not a watch. One, it's a device
I refuse to call it a watch. 60 FPS, nice.
on your wrist called the Pulse. It's not a watch because watches don't
Change your color and badges to fix it. Interesting.
have SIM cards. So, and it's not a smartwatch.
It's a whole new thing.
It's a new paradigm, a new
Oh, that's funny. A new paradigm.
category called a Pulse. Over here,
So this didn't really take off because I've never heard of this. I think there's a vague memory of people clowning on this video. October 2014. It's not a smartwatch. This is what happens when you live in a bubble and everyone around you just agrees with everything you say. Yep. Celebrities.
your notifications are here. Your navigation is here.
Oh, okay.
So you just got to imagine you have three things.
Why are you making such a clunky, thick thing for people to wear on their wrist? Like there's only a tiny bit of it that's the screen and the actual device. The rest of it is just baggage. What the fuck? It looks so clunky.
Things here and notifications here.
I'm in the future.
That's that simple. And up here is going up and down are your in-apps. So to travel from here, you get your little in-app menu, go to notifications. We have some cool features like Vibe. Vibe is an app that
So FYI, just in case anybody's confused, I will defend part of this. The weird feedback on the screen is likely because of like interference with the camera. Sometimes you can point a camera at like a regular TV screen or like an old like tube TV and you'll get like the same result where it's like it doesn't really happen on your eyes, it'll just happen on the camera. So just FYI, just in case you didn't know that.
baked into the OS. The Vibe can plug into, if you choose to, your call.
The Vibe?
So I could record my speech when I'm speaking.
So here's like you were.
I.am listening. Oh, that would be like, even if I was interested in the product, as soon as I see that, I would be like, I couldn't possibly leave the house with this. Like, it's so embarrassing.
We were talking about earlier, it hears kind of the tone, it analyzes your voice, your mood, and kind of can help you connect with that.
And then my mom could follow my Vibe and check up on me like,
Musician / entrepreneur.
are you stressed? What's wrong with you? Right? Or Mom, is everything okay? I see that you're stressed. Or Mom,
He's selling like a mood ring. Like, yeah, sure, it tracks your pulse too, but like,
oh, you're happy. What's going on? So you share your Vibe with folks.
share your vibe.
And more
Would that accurately like reflect your vibe? Like, all it knows is increased heart rate and decreased heart rate, right? That's it. That doesn't necessarily like it can point you in the direction of like several moods, right? I'm not an expert.
More importantly, say for example you're working and someone calls you with a bad vibe. Why do you want to answer a bad vibe call?
So you're just gonna like deny it right away?
Wow. That's a hilarious feature. That's so funny. You don't want to pick up a bad vibe call. Someone's calling you. It's like, this guy's got a bad vibe. Your mom's got a bad vibe. Are you sure you want to pick up?
Is that what you,
Like what? Someone's stressed out. I don't want to answer the call. Somebody that needs some support right now. No, not doing it.
what you would do? You don't like the bad vibes?
I mean, not if I'm in a good vibe and I'm
My friend's in trouble. Nope. Bad vibe.
working, trying to focus, and somebody's calling me on a red alert. No, I don't want a red gym.
So
I don't want to help anybody that might actually need my help, actually. Nobody calls me asking for help. Everybody with a bad vibe is only just trying to bring me down, bros.
Bill, let's talk about like the watch design because it is unique from a standpoint of, you know,
He just said the watch design. Let's talk about the watch design. Is Will.i.am going to correct him, or is he just going to sit there and take it like a bitch? Is he just going to take it like a bitch?
because
Hold on. He says it. He totally says
not
it.
like the watch design because
He says the watch design. Sorry, I'm trying to rewind only holding the one frame at a time button, which is a bad idea.
Jim.
So, Will, let's talk about like the watch design because it is unique from a standpoint of, you know, a lot of people are trying to figure out.
Should have said pulse.
Do I need any type of device on my wrist?
The core device is the black one. And the black one was based off of a cuff, like a fashion cuff. Like a Chanel cuff or a Gucci cuff, a Fendi cuff.
He's like a child. It's very strange.
And they're not skinny. Punk rock has been wearing multiple cuffs with spikes on it since the 80s. But for some reason, the direction that
What's funny is, okay, so I'm gonna get a little bit interpretable here. So the guy
off of
trying to figure
red alert. No, I don't want a red Jim.
So, Will,
so look at it. Look at the guy's facial expression, posture, and just like he looks kind of like he looks generally relaxed, right? Same with like Will, to like some degree. They look like they're generally vibing, and then the guy accidentally says "watch," and you can even hear him like a bit in his voice. He says "watch," like there's like he almost catches it, but it's like too late, and it came out of his mouth.
Oh, I don't want a red.
And then look at Will.i.am like right after.
Jim.
So, Will, let's talk about like the watch design because it is unique from a standpoint.
Yeah, look at Will as he says that.
Will, let's talk about like the watch design because it is unique.
You can see his smile.
Will, let's talk about like the watch design because
you can see a little subtlety, and then they cut away.
it is unique from a
which might be in post. This might be a post cutaway, not a live cutaway, and it might be to hide a more stern expression right after.
standpoint of, you know, a lot.
I'm getting very conspiratorial. What's the other word for it? I'm speculating. I'm being speculative.
People are trying to figure out, do I need any type of device on my?
And now you hear the guy, he's kind of like stumbling on his words. He's like, do I need a, you know, like that moment of like rushing to his head of like, oops, I just called it a watch. I wasn't supposed to. Like, that was the one thing I wasn't supposed to do. I feel like the guy's getting self-conscious and he's probably freaking out inside his head right now, but trying to keep the interview together.
Are trying to figure out, do I need any type of device on my wrist?
The core device.
Do I need any type? And now look at this guy. So this is what made me like rewind and go back. He looks so fucking uncomfortable, and he's like jittery and like constantly like, yeah. He looks like he knows that he's like kind of in shit. Like, uh-oh, I shouldn't have. Like, I hope, you know, I made a mistake. I hope nobody notices. I'm like, you know.
This is the black one, and
look, he just swallowed. Look at it. Look at that. Look at that big gulp. Look at the big gulp. 7-Eleven big gulp. Thank you for the raid.
And
look at gulp.
And the black one.
Oh my god, he's so nervous. I'm an empath.
Black one, and
gulp.
The black one was based off of a cuff, like a fashion cuff.
Yep. Licking lips.
Like a Chanel cuff or
the vibe has totally changed. If he had a pulse, it'd be telling him he has a bad vibe right now, is what would be happening.
Gucci cuff, a Fendi cuff. And they're not.
See, you don't need a pulse if I can, you know, if I can figure it out.
They're not skinny. Punk rock has been wearing multiple cuffs
nervous.
with spikes on it since the 80s. But for some reason, the direction that tech companies have.
He's swallowing again. He knows he fucked up. He's like, fuck. Like, he regrets it. He didn't try to say it. Like, literally beginning of the video, he's like, oh, you don't like it being called a watch, huh? So tell me more about this watch. Oh, live interview. Oh, you know, all one take. I can't just say like, oh, I fucked it up. It's not live, but yeah.
Since the 80s. But for some reason, the direction that tech companies have taken is watches. So
He looks like he was at, like, look, this is, look at that head shake right there. This one.
Companies have taken is
tech companies have taken
watches. So
took in. Okay, 2 words.
Companies have taken is watches. So
he's like, he wants to cry. I'm sorry.
Taken the route of punk rock, hip hop, fashion. And
he's in another headspace right now. He's got a bad vibe. You shouldn't answer his calls.
That's why it's not a watch. It's more a cuff than a watch.
Cuff. It's a cuff? You hate it being called a watch, but I'm comfortable with having it being called a cuff. I'm comfortable with the word cuff, not watch. It's a cuff.
a bracelet than a watch.
Bracelet.
Or a fashion bracelet.
Fashion bracelet.
And you know, I just want to bring a different perspective in the world of wearables and how this connects to
Wearables. The only other context I've heard the word wearable is, I think, in the context of damn it, this isn't an 18 plus channel. Some of you will figure it out. I won't say anything, actually.
to jackets. So we've created a jacket and components for the jacket for other fashion houses to design around our components, so that when the sleeve touches the watch, you have 4 days talk.
Wait. So you're saying your sleeve will be able to charge or power the watch?
Yeah.
With this fashion line that you're gonna.
What the fuck are you talking about? I need to hear that again.
I just want to bring a different perspective in the world of wearables and how this connects to jackets. So we've created a jacket and components for the jacket
I've got a wearable.
for other fashion houses to design around our components, so that when the sleeve touches the watch, you have 4 days talk.
Wait. So you're saying your sleeve will be able to charge or power the.
Sorry, what does he even say? Like, is this... Are you talking about the static electricity charging the watch? Or are you saying that, like, there will be some sort of battery connected to, like, your sleeve? Oh, did he call it a watch? Who called it a watch again?
Houses to design around our components, so that when the sleeve touches the watch, you
Will.i.am called it a watch. You're right. I didn't even catch that. That's so funny. That's great.
have 4 days talk.
Wait. So you're saying
All right, now he doesn't feel bad anymore.
your sleeve will be able to charge or power the watch?
Okay, they're all just calling it a watch now. The cuff? The fashion bracelet? The wearable?
Yeah.
With this fashion line that you're gonna use to kind of connect this all, right?
Yes. So we have jackets that give you 3 days talking.
So also,
Can you just ask him about how the fuck that works, or what he even means, like that you have a sleeve that charges the watch? Like, I'm really curious about that shit. Did that ever get, like, explained anywhere? What are you talking about?
we got to show you guys this, the backpack that you're rocking.
Oh! Is this the Cybertruck? Like, what's going on? What the fuck? That looks like the most impractical, uncomfortable thing I've ever seen. It's got 2 zippers, and they're huge. 2 straps, because you have to open it. It can't even be 1 zipper because the zipper wouldn't get around the corner. So there has to be 2 zippers. Oh, that's so funny. Oh. What is that?
I mean, this is gnarly. There's speakers pumped in there. This is you mentioned though it's going to be able to.
That's disgusting. That's huge. And that looks like the most uncomfortable thing you could possibly wear anywhere. That looks like that's perpetually that looks like it's going to break his back now. That's insane.
Talk to the Pulse as well, right?
Or other smart devices. Just Bluetooth.
Okay, so the fact that he like pulled it up. Okay, look at this.
Jackets
Sick.
So it's resting. It's resting right now. It's resting.
give you 3 days.
And then they ask him about the backpack
So
reveal.
also, we got to show you guys this, the backpack that you're rocking.
And he pulls it up. Because otherwise people would see it's like, it's pointed way outwards in order for it to be even slightly comfortable on his back. So he pulls it up.
I mean, this is gnarly. There's speakers pumped in there. This is you mentioned though it's going to be able to talk.
He has to pull it up high
to the Pulse as well.
But that's not how he wears it.
All right.
Or other smart devices. Just Bluetooth,
So none of these worked. Is he still working with Intel?
sound and power.
So like Apple has their ecosystem. You've got your like full-on body ecosystem going on here with the Pulse.
A wearable ecosystem.
Yeah, exactly.
A wearable ecosystem.
What have all these steps?
YMS plus.
Along the way kind of helped you get to this point? How has that helped you?
The place where I learn the most is Beats.
Beats. Oh, that's what he was trying to emulate. Dr. Dre became like a fucking billionaire with Beats. Like, damn. Way to go, Dre. Fucking cool. What a successful businessman. Dr. Dre, damn, just putting his fucking name on those things. Monster headphones, and then they like discontinued their partnership with Monster, and they were like, "We're just Beats. Fuck you, Monster." You know. They were overpriced and shit, but like, good for you. You know, huge markup. I sold those headphones. I know exactly how much the markup was.
One of the founding guys there, and Jimmy Iovine.
I told people not to buy the headphones and instead buy Sennheiser headphones.
Just guiding me and encouraging me has done wonders to give me the strength and the discipline to start my own company, to the point where I funded the company to get to this point, and went out after we built it all. Went out myself to raise money.
So is he wearing two of these watch cuffs? He's got a blue one and a black one. He's literally wearing two. Is the other half of him having a different vibe?
So, you know, I'm really proud of the team that we have. There's like 45 plus folks that are top-notch engineers, and we wouldn't be here without those guys.
And you know,
I'm just the idea man. I'm the one that told them, yo, you can't call it a watch. It's got to check your vibe. When you make a call, you got to tell people what your vibe is when you're making the call. Okay?
finally, I know this is, you know, a passion project of yours, you know, just from the history of you. If you had to say one thing when you see this on your wrist, how does it make you feel?
Gay. Ask the fucking watch. It'll tell you what his vibe is. Oh, gay.
That people from the projects can be a part of a consumer electronics conversation.
Why? Do you have it marked at like $10? What do you mean people from the projects can be a part of a consumer Are you talking about yourself?
That people from the projects can be a part of a consumer electronics conversation.
Apparently not successfully, according to you.
And they could bring to market not just hardware, but software and operating systems as well. To me, even saying that sentence is surreal.
He should have waited until they had sales to say that sentence. Wow.
Musician, entrepreneur, TV personality.
I just found another one in the recommended. I have no idea what this is.
And frequent wearer of sunglasses indoors. Will.i.am is launching a brand new piece of wearable tech, a voice-activated smart cuff called the Dial.
What? Did they change? He had another one?
We caught up with him in a London shopping centre to find out what it was all about.
It's called the Dial.
What happened to the Pulse? This is after. Are they going to ask him about the Pulse?
And what powers the Dial is an amazing, I wouldn't even know what to call her, but her name is Anita. And it's this interface to not only the world's information, but my personal best experience is the world of music.
Anita, better idea, more like.
Inane appears to be a program similar to Siri, with a focus on having a chat.
Can we go for dinner tonight? Where is good?
I would like to be your friend.
What? I'd like to go to dinner tonight. Where is good? I'd like to be your friend. That's the best tech demo I've ever seen.
Can we go for dinner tonight? Where is good?
I would like to be your friend.
Thank you, Anita.
According to
That's not the question I asked.
manufacturers, the Dial can operate purely by talking to it. But be careful, a dodgy Wi-Fi connection and even its master struggles to find the right words to say.
Uh-oh.
Let's have a conversation.
Search for restaurants. What do you look for?
Something about restaurants.
Let's talk about music.
What do you feel like eating?
What do you feel like eating? It said. Ah, how come I've never seen this? This is great. Thanks, YouTube recommendations. This is fucking awesome.
I feel like eating sushi.
Let's talk about, he just abandons it. He abandons the music conversation, hoping that they will be favorable to him in the editing room, just hoping like, oh, maybe they'll cut it like I was trying to talk about restaurants and sushi.
Seems a bit of a one-way conversation to me. As for conversation, a lot is being said about a Black Eyed Peas reunion, and possibly even an album. Could Mr. I Am shed any
Yeah, look, it's the whole Black Eyed Peas all in one room.
light on that?
I have an album coming, and there'll be some Black Eyed Peas songs this year as well. Yeah, step by step.
Not a big talker then. Ironic, really.
Oh man, I love how they were just shitting on him. That's so funny. That's hilarious.
Hey guys, it's May of 2023, so here's my current $5 and up patrons. Dawn, EasyGame69, Nico Fuentes, Joel999, Wriggle Moss, Speak of the Joker, Josh Jones, Gully Duffy, Sammy Newton, Orange Juice Slurper has divorced Rock and is now married to Shotaro Kaneda from groundbreaking 1988 animated film Akira, Yep, Caden Mack, Charisma, The Super One Player, Zachary Kane, Gillyflower, Mandelbro, Purple Fire, Gabriel Herrera, Hoofito, and Lemonade Warrior is participating in the hit video game Among Us and is considered the encroacher. Stay safe out there.